Feeling drained before lunchtime? You are not alone. Today we're breaking down the surprising science behind those mid-morning blood sugar crashes, plus a few quick and easy breakfast ideas that will keep the whole family energized and satisfied all morning long. Katy Monson is a clinical lab scientist, and she's here to share the simple swaps that can make a big difference in your day. It's great to meet you.
Good to meet you too, Brooke.
I am all ears. I think a lot of women are really anxious to know more about this topic, about how it affects our health, our bodies, even our brains.
Yeah.
And this is personal for you. You monitored yourself a few months to track firsthand how starting the day with the right breakfast can impact that blood sugar. What did you find?
So I wore a continuous glucose monitor on the back of my arm, just like a diabetic would wear, and I just tracked my blood sugar throughout the day. And I found that when you start your day with a protein-centered breakfast, your blood sugar tolerance is so much better throughout the rest of the day. And as the day progresses, you actually get less tolerant towards sugar. So you have those higher spikes and those lower drops because your body is just under stress, it's tired as the day progresses. So if you can start your day on the right foot, the rest of your day is just smooth energy going all the way.
Well, we often casually, even anecdotally, say blood sugar crash, blood sugar crash. What's the science behind that?
So I would love if you could imagine like a little campfire in front of us.
Okay.
So what would happen if I threw some dry leaves on top?
They would just disintegrate.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
So like it's just like super hot, super fast energy. That's what simple carbohydrates are. But if you throw in like a dense, heavy, sappy log, that's like adding protein and fiber to your carbohydrates, and you're going to get that steady, warm energy burning through your metabolism all day long.
And why? And that's what where protein comes in.
Yes.
Protein is the dense, heavy log.
Yes,
that
and
keeps
fiber.
it burning.
Yes.
And fiber too.
Yes.
So you took that protein focus.
Yes.
And you created breakfast that would fuel not just you but your kids in that healthy way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, you have kids. It's like, if I can make a meal that's tasty, that has protein, that's a win for the whole family.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the focus, is making sure that these meals work for adults and kids alike.
And breakfast is all too often a throwaway.
Oh,
and I mean, hello, I am living it. You're rushed, you're trying to get out the door.
Yes.
It does often have to be a quick grab and go, but I think of the energy we put toward dinner.
Yes.
And if I could even just slide 10% of that energy, thoughtful energy toward breakfast, so I appreciate that you're here.
100%.
What do you have for us?
So a few of these things are like a little bit more time intensive and some are quick. So we're just gonna kind of walk through the whole gambit. So this is my favorite thing to just grab at the grocery store, the Fairlife milk. It has 13 grams of protein. So if I'm gonna do a quick breakfast and cheat and do cereal, I put this on my kids' cereal and I know they're getting 13 grams of protein.
Done.
So, and then this is a good replacement for chocolate milk. It's the same Fairlife, but this has 30 grams of protein. So actually packed.
So that's the first tip, is to swap a juice or regular milk for something with more protein.
Yes, and so instead of your typical orange juice, over here I've got my protein sips. So this is what we have in our house. We've replaced Capri Sun, High C, orange juice with a peachy limeade protein. And this has 9 grams of protein and a multivitamin blend. So it starts our kid off on the right day, on the right way.
Fabulous,
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay, scrambled eggs, you say we could do that better?
Yes, so I just make a casserole and I just bake it and I package it up individually, put it in my fridge if we're gonna eat it in that week, in my freezer if we're gonna go over the space of a month.
Okay.
But you can look up any egg casserole online and just prepare it, and then you can just warm it up in the microwave, put a dollop of cottage cheese or sour cream on top, and you've got a delicious, satiating breakfast.
Is cottage cheese a winner?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like anywhere from like 10 to 20 grams of protein by adding cottage cheese, which is amazing.
I have a lot of friends who add that to like pancake mix or waffle mix.
Yes, 100%. You can blend it up, make it smooth, or leave it chunky like an eggs, you can't tell.
All right, speaking of blending, you've got a smoothie recipe that checks this box.
Yeah, so this is I put my peachy limeade in here, but I started with frozen peaches, frozen strawberries, frozen banana, and some Greek yogurt. And then it just really packs a protein punch, and it's easy to take on the go. So that's one that we have all the time in the morning when we're in a rush.
Okay, all right, what's next?
Okay, so breakfast parfait. This is my personal favorite. I hyperfixate on this meal and have it like for 2 months straight. But my base is a Greek yogurt, sugar-free Greek yogurt, or if you want to have the sugared yogurt. The priority is making sure you're getting the protein and worrying less about the sugar. So I start with a Greek yogurt, and then I layer on whatever fruit I want. Today I've got strawberries, apples, bananas, and a dollop of peanut butter. And the real kicker is that Nature Valley makes this protein granola, 13 grams of protein. So it's kind of amazing. It just boosts that protein intake in a yummy parfait.
So you add that all together and you're looking at about 20 grams of protein, which is a win for breakfast.
Easily, yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
And these are kid friendly. I mean, obviously the idea to build their own would get the kids engaged as well.
Yes, of course. When they want to like add their own fruits, some kids like blueberries better. They just get a be their own little chef in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's great.
And remind us about this drink. Where do we get this?
So this is Protein Sips. This is my baby. We launched this in June of 2024, and you can get it at sipsclub.com, but it's got 9 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, and a multivitamin blend. And it's great because it's just nice and refreshing. I actually brought some here today if you'd like to try it.
Well, I'm never going to say no to a beverage.
So it's just nice and sweet and light and smooth.
That's delicious.
The goal is that we just replace those really like sweet, heavy fruit drinks that you have in the morning with something that's gonna help you stabilize your blood sugar.
This is all so helpful. Thank you. Where can we get more from you?
So I'm on Instagram at sipsclub.com, and then I'm also the Kate Debate. I'm a scientist, so I share little science facts there too.
Fantastic.
So yeah, this is our deal.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thanks, Brooke.